Welcome back, trainers, and we are going to take a look at this team again. I decided to just go ahead and go with it. It did so well yesterday that I just want to continue on here. So no, we did not go and switch over to Aeroblast. It would be exciting, but Sky Attack Hydro Pump is just working fantastic for me. Diggersby is just an absolute amazing Pokemon. I cannot emphasize that enough. 100% worth the investment when you finally get enough. Don't waste all your resources right now, but I'm going to say if you're big into, Go Battle League and you're looking to take wins, I know who's looking to lose, but if you're serious about it, Diggersby is fantastic, guys. I mean, wow. Sure, there's going to be some challenges for it, but there's challenges for every Pokemon. No Pokemon is invincible unless you're Steel, but then there's fighting. But nonetheless, looking great. And then the Shadow Hitmonchan with counter, of course, for the quick move, and then Thunder and Ice Punch. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Lugia is just amazing. I feel like a lot of opponents are just kind of discouraged when they do see the Lugia. They're like, are you freaking kidding me? Sometimes it's, puts them in a good position, but a lot of times it kind of just walls a lot of people. Diggersby, also everything. Hitmonchan just going to be coming in punching hard. And my safe swap, with those two elemental punches, it's got a lot covered for it. So, yeah, we did good today, guys. We didn't get a 5-0, but I'm going to tell you this right now. We should have. We ran into some lag where basically it wasn't not allowing me to hit all of my quick moves, and I wasn't gaining energy like I was supposed to, going up against the Victory Bell, in which, you know how that works out. We should be able to get 2 fire punches. But, even with that situation, that matchup, it occurred even down the line. Even in that same battle, it just kept happening with other Pokemon and not getting energy when I was supposed to, inevitably me not winning that battle. So yeah, with that said, if you do enjoy these videos, please give it a big thumbs up, guys. You have no idea how much that helps me out. It really does. And it's free. If we can get this video to 2,000 likes, I have a surprise to announce. And hopefully we can do that. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the commentary here and see what we have going on. Lugia going into this battle. So before we start, I'm just going to explain to you here. Diggersby is thick. It can take a hit, even against something that it's weak against. Same with Lugia. So what I can use with these two Pokemon to my advantage is kind of like almost a third shield in a sense. And I'm not talking about sack swapping or, throwing a Pokemon into a charge move that's not going to be very effective. I'm talking about just thinking to myself, okay, well, these things are so tanky, I'll be able to take a hit and then swap into the other one, and then there goes that opponent's energy, kind of like that. So, finesse, basically. In comes the Azumarill here, and I get a little anxious, and I go for Fire Punch. I'm like, come on, throw your energy. But the thing is this, when, we're going to win this whale. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, Lugia, can you survive an Ice Beam? Come on, you got this. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at this. So what I was going to say here is a lot of times when the opponent knows that you have a hard-hitting move that will take them out, or potentially a bait move that's not too threatening, if you hit that bait move and they let it go through, they are now going to be able to potentially farm you down, knowing darn well you just used that energy and you can't potentially get to that other one. So a lot of times it's almost even safer to just let them throw their energy, because they get nervous that you're about to go for the big one, and let them just take you out. They've used their energy. They're not going to be able to farm you down extra. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to throw in some tips here, guys. We have a 40-minute basically video, so just trying to give you guys a little insight here into a lot of the strategies. So up against the Shadow Hypno here, we're taking resisted damage from the Confusion. We do not want to take a Shadow Ball. We do not really want to take another Thunder Punch, because that is going to hurt quite a bit. So going for another Sky Attack, he is letting it go down. In comes the Obstagoon. Now this is going to be doing super effective. That Night Slash is going to hurt a lot. In comes Hitmonchan, and we don't quite take that Obstagoon out, but it's basically a goner. And they're going to be swapping into their Ludicolo, so it does have Bubble. That is pretty okay for us, but I don't know. This is going to be a darn close one here. So we're building up to essentially 2 because they have a shield. They're obviously going to shield up the Ludicolo. So we're just going to be going for 2 of them here back to back. Another bubble gets through. That's really unfortunate because now I do believe we're probably going to get a tie. And yeah, double KO. Nobody gets to win. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Let's go. All right, so Diggersby versus Shadow Vic. This might be one of the ones where maybe I'm just going crazy, guys, but we just, you know, went through a whole video with this team, and I was going up against Shadow Vic's, able to get to it. Look, there we go. There you go. Exactly. Able to get to 2 fire punches. You're going to see later down the line, it's going to happen on 2 occasions where using the Diggersby, going up against the Shadow Vic, I'm not able to get to 2 of them. And it's not because they have higher attack IVs. It's because the game is lagging and not gaining energy how it's supposed to. And all of that makes the difference, all right? If you're running into this, that's going to be a big issue in taking wins. So they're going to be going into Bastiodon, and I'm going to be swapping into my Hitmonchan instantly, and they're going to be going into Toxicroak, taking resisted damage from the counter because of the poison typing. But since they do not have any more shields, we're going to be getting that through, and it's doing a ton of damage. Going to go ahead and shield up this Mud Bomb, and I'm going to farm this thing. I'm going to get ambitious here, and we're able to actually farm it down. Now we're going to go ahead and go for a Thunder Punch. I was going to say double Thunder Punch, but we're not going to be able to get to 2 of those. Getting in some counter, a little lag there, and close to another one. Don't think I was going to be able to get to that lag or not. In comes the Lugia and goes instantly for the Hydro Pump, and we're taking the win there. Beautiful. I don't know if an Aero Blast would have done it there. So it's, you know, it's all more the reason why I like to run Hydro Pump for those specific Steel or Rock types. Up against an Alolan Marowak in the lead with our Diggersby. You know, I really don't think you can get any better than this, folks, honestly. Or maybe a Haunter. Or maybe a Gengar, too. But even then, yeah. No, those are great matchups as well. So they're going to be swapping. We're going to go ahead and just stay in here for a minute and go for Earthquake. Just doing some chip damage. We're going to be able to handle that Marowak potentially later down the line with our Lugia. I was going to try to get a shield out of them, thinking, you know, I was going to go for another Earthquake, but they're like, I'm not going to go for that. They go for a Hydro Pump and take out our Diggersby. Unfortunately, they still have 2 shields. We're going to go ahead and go in here with our Hitmonchan and start putting on shield pressure. I would expect to get 1 at this point, and there it goes. And I think I want to, no, I want to counter down, but what they do is retreat with energy. They're going in here with the Ferrothorn. Now, we're doing super effective with the counter, so we're just going to go ahead and stay in here. They're like, yeah, you got me. Yeah. It's a good game. All right. That was going to be our rare candy round. So basically, once you do get to this level here, you're just going to simply be able to get rare candies and then move on to the next level once you're done. And as you can see here, we're going to be doing level 16 or rank 16 battles. So let's get into it. Quite a long video ahead of us. So we're met with a Stunfisk regular. That's fantastic, and they know that that's not a good situation. They're going to be swapping into Skarmory here. Now, I could have swapped into Hitmonchan. You know, that's putting myself in a bad position here. Well, at least we're doing a lot of shadow counter damage, and then also the super effective Thunder Punch. Going to probably get shields, but I thought, you know what? Let's just hang out here, right? Let's see if we can get shields or put on some pressure here. The question is, do we let this go through? Yes, we do. And we're going to be doubling up. Looks like we hit the cap of 100 energy here for some reason. Going for that Fire Punch. Okay, I get it. So we're able to get to the Earthquake instantly, whatever they do throw in here. And it is going to be that regular Stunfisk. And that Earthquake would have done a lot of damage. They are going to be using a shield. We're going to go ahead and let that go down. Now, obviously, we don't really want to go in here with the Lugia. So we're just going to go in here with the Hitmonchan and just do psychotic damage. that shadow damage. So they're letting it go through. They don't want to use that last shield. We're gonna go ahead and let this go through. No need to use the shield on Hitmonchan. Farm it down. Can we? Oh, it was close. I think I use a shield here. I want to save this energy. Hitmonchan hits hard and nothing. Well, there's things that can run away, but not too much. So it is going to be a Ferrothorn again. Very interesting. And we're going to go ahead and swap here. So taking a Thunder, it's not enough. Lugia is just too tanky. Lugia is just too tanky. It's going to be one of the rarest Pokemon to have in the Great League. Well, at least shiny Lugia in the Great League. Lugia, you know, it's hard. So you guys were asking how to get it. You know, we've been over this many times, and I actually just, discussed it briefly in the video where we actually showcased this team the first time around. Sorry to step away from the commentary, but let's talk about how to get it. So basically, you're going to have to trade with somebody who already has one from a breakthrough box back in the day. So if they actually still have one of those with a low enough CP, you're going to trade it with a a friend that you are like one heart, friendship with. You can't beat up that high. Just good friends, and the IVs have to tank essentially. Preferred the attack IV. Mine went down to like one or two or some very low, and I had the IVs up in the beginning of the video so you could see there. But yeah, I gave him one from my research breakthrough. I do believe it was shiny because I actually was able to get one, and he got one too, and he messaged me. He was like, let's mirror trade them, let's see if we can tank them. I was like, you know what, let's do it. The IVs on the one that I received from the box were the best. So what am I going to do? Just sit on it, power up a horrible shiny? No, absolutely not. So trading it to see if we could potentially get it into the Great League was what we wanted to do. We met up at the mall, and it happened. Mine went in. Unfortunately, his was just above the Great League, but yep, I was able to carry on this legacy for us here. So here we are, and it's just been sitting in my inventory. Funny story, to continue on randomness here. We'll get back on to the commentary in a minute, but one of the discouraging things that happened to me for the Silph Arena was the worlds. Well, not worlds. The end of the season championship. Right? You could have picked pretty much any Pokemon that was viable throughout that season, and the shiny Lugia was on my team. I was so stoked. We're doing okay. I think we won like 2 battles. We would have. I think we could have won, but there was a kind of glitch during that time where you hit a charge move and your game would freeze. And I wasn't thinking to just revert it back to the older version. And I had to forfeit, and I wasted everybody's time. How embarrassing. But, everybody was patient. Everybody was like, yeah, let's just, wait it out. Let's see if we can resolve this. And yeah, we were all just sitting there all day. There was a point where I was like, just go on, guys. It's all good. Appreciate it, but nah. So yeah, that never ever came into fruition. We're not able to use this, but we're here now, and we're kicking ass. Let's get it right. There's that story. So up against the Azumarill here, we have 1 shield left. What are we gonna do? Letting it go through. Okay, they have no more shields left. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and go in here with Diggersby, since we could take the Ice Beam, and this is where I was talking about the extra shield, right? We still have a shield, but we're going to use Diggersby as that 3rd shield. We know we can take that hit. We're going to get this through and do that damage, and then swap into our Lugia to start farming up here. And now Lugia can also take an Ice Beam, no problem. And now we have a shield left with 2 of these Pokemon with decent amount of health on them. So that's exactly the strategy to go with here. In comes the Galarian Stunfisk, and it's not looking great. Unless you have Hydro Pump on your Lugia, then you're not going to be too much in trouble. This Rock Slide is going to not KO. We're going to shield it up nonetheless. Quick moves aren't doing much, and a little bit of lag here. Going to be going for the Sky Attack. Got a little nervous. We're locked in here. Able to take it out. Swapping instant. No, we're not going to win this one here. I mean, we played this to the best of our ability, trying to make a comeback, but having an Altaria lead is very difficult to overcome, especially with the Pokemon that they did have in the back. So hey, it is what it is. You can't win them all, but it is fun to try to see if you can pull yourself out of a horrible lead and also counters in the back. So not that time, but it is what it is. Into the next battle here, and we're met with a Surfetch. So we need to swap because we're going to take a lot of damage from the counter. And we're going into Hitmonchan. They're going to be going into that Alolan Marowak here. So they did farm quite a bit with that Surfetched. We have to remember that they do have energy on that. Potentially not potentially, more than likely a Leaf Blade. And then for the other charge move, probably Close Combat. Some people may run Night Slash, which is going to be great for coverage up against that Lugia. But if they do have Close Combat, Lugia is going to be great up against it. And we're going to go ahead and go in here with Diggersby. At this point, I would say we could, we can't, well, we could maybe farm, but it'll be kind of a waste. So they're going to be swapping though. We're going to shield this up. Leaf Blade super effective because we are ground. They are locked in there. We're going to go ahead and go in here with our Lugia, and let's see if they do have Night Slash. They do in fact have it, and it does a lot of damage. They did get the attack boost as well, but we're able to take them out with our super effective extrasensory stab. In comes the Abomasnow, and we're getting a little sweaty here. And we're going to go for another Sky Tag here. Obviously, that's the play to go. Hydro Pump's not very effective, getting it through. And we're looking great here. In comes the Alolan Marowak, and I'm comfortable. I'm like, Yeah, that's fine. We're not able to get this off. That's perfectly fine. We can pretty much just farm this Alola Marowak down. Now check this out, guys. I put this on Twitter. I did not try to flex. Check it out. We know that Abomasnow has a lot of energy, but watch this. So I accidentally hit no shield. I meant to shield. I was going to freak out. I was like, no way. We played through this whole thing, but we're able to survive. Thank goodness they went for the bait move first, and we're able to survive. Diggersby, just a thick boy over here, taking those wins and just holding it down. Let's go. That made me so nervous and upset. I was like, come on, are you kidding me? That's what I get for being impatient, but we're able to survive. Honestly, I wasn't trying to flex, but it turned out to be a weird one. So anyways, we have this chestnut out here, and we're at that rank where we're just going to get that. Getting an excellent on it, and it broke out. Catching it again. Let's go ahead and move in to the next battles here, folks. All right, so we're going to be met with a... Oh, this is bast. Oh, yeah, this is beautiful. They're swapping into a Charum, and we're going to go ahead and go into our Lugia here. All right, we just created a nightmare for that little Pokemon. It is just being shadowed upon by the Lugia. Like, what do I do? All right, so Lugia just had a salad, and in comes expected. You know what I should have done is farmed a little bit, but we're actually able to get to the Hydro Pump. Don't know if they're trying to like farm extra here, or they just simply weren't at it. I wasn't counting. I think they were at a... Oh, yeah, they're totally trying to farm me down. All right, so this is another Hydro Pump. Better shield it up. Yep, and they do. They're like, I don't want to get hit by another Hydro Pump here. So this is a great position here. We're just simply... Oh, well, we can go Hitmonchan. That would have been a good thing. But we're going to go ahead and go with the Diggersby. We want to kind of preserve the shields, and that's why. They're swapping into their Swampert, and this is where having the 2 shields is going to be coming in handy here. From all these spammy Hydro Cannons, the counter is really digging in. Ice Punch is going to do a decent amount because it is going to be part ground type. She is going to be shielding it up, and I think we're shielding this up again for sure. Yeah, no more shields left. Can we get to it? Oh my gosh, that was so close. I know they had a Hydro Cannon ready to go. Pretty much able to get off this Ice Punch, and this Bastiodon has no chance here, and we're countering it down. Steel and Rock type says, please do not show me the counter. All right, into the next battle. We're met with a Pelipper. This is absolutely horrible for us. And yet again, another fun example as to how we're going to play out a horrible situation. They're going to be swapping into the Tropius here. And it does have a flying quick move, so that's doing a lot of damage to our Hitmonchan. But we were able to get the Ice Punch through. That's so good. And farm it down. They still do have 2 shields, so we need to be careful here. Expecting the Pelipper, we do have Ice or Thunder Punch. We also have Ice Punch, but Thunder Punch hasn't been revealed. They're going to be shielding that up. Good call. That would have done a lot of damage because it is going to be flying and water type. I don't think it would have KO'd, but it probably like a couple HP left. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Lugia, letting it go through. Just a Weather Ball. That is going to be water type Weather Ball. I got nervous for a second thinking it might be ice, but no, that's not the case. It is going to be water. So usually people may be going with Hurricane also on the Pelipper. And we're just going to get off this Sky Attack. They're using their last shield. Something back there that does not want to really see. Or it was just going to be a Galarian Stunfisk. They just wanted to hold on. We made it a simultaneous swap. We have to stay on our toes, guys. If you want to win out here on these Go Battle League streets, you got to stay on your bigger B toes. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go for that Earthquake, taking him out. And we're going to go for Earthquake. And you're like, what? Well, that's the best thing we got. We're not going for a Fire Punch. There's no stab in that. There's stab and Earthquake. There's no more shields left. And it's going to be doing a lot more damage. So that's why I went for that. Best move to do in that situation. And we have our last shield, which thank goodness they have been storing up energy, going for that Weather Ball. And we're able to hit the Sky Attack Lugia again. Just amazing. Just amazing. This thing is so good. So I don't know if they'll ever bring it back to the research boxes. So people out there who have one that still has not been traded but was caught through the research box during that specific time, you may want to get in touch with them or start asking around, because Lugia seems to become more meta relevant lately. I don't know. Maybe it's just the team comp that I'm using. Maybe it's just the way I'm playing, but damn, this thing is amazing. So we're up against the Azumarill here, and you know, it's not the best, but this is what we have the Hitmonchan for, to basically to counter an Azumarill here with these Thunder Punches, right? So we're going to go ahead and shield up again. We are going to go down with the ship with Hitmonchan. We're able to get to another Thunder Punch. Do they want to let it go through, or are they going to shield and farm us down? Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. So we have two Pokemon weak to Azumarill as far as the charge moves are concerned. So that's not the best situation. So we're going to go ahead and do that strategy that we're talking about. Diggersby able to take those super effective hits. And now we're going to go ahead and swap into our Lugia, obviously up against a Machamp. So Rock Slides, we could take 2 of those. The quick move, we don't have to worry about that. So they're almost going to have to potentially go for 3 basically. So we're going to get to Hydro Pump. This is going to do a lot of damage here. And exactly why I want it. Look at that. Look at that. So beautiful. So we might. I don't think we can farm down. So there's that other one. And here's that last. Why are we not? Okay. All right. I don't think we made a mistake here. What we wanted to do is just go in here with Diggersby and farm. Okay. Yep. All right. They swap into Machamp and I hit that Earthquake. Like, let's go. So beautiful. This is going to KO a Shadow Machamp. And this is going to be a Rock Slide, but it's not going to KO. Very close, but we're able to take it there. Diggersby holding on. Thick boys over here. And then you have the Hitmonchan by its side. Love that Shadow. That Shadow Hitmonchan's IVs are absolutely phenomenal, and they have been coming in absolutely amazingly for me. It makes a difference. The tankier they are, it really does. All right, so we are up against the Skarmory here. And, yeah, we're going to shield this. You know what we're going to do? We're going to farm down. We're going to get very brave. Yep, surviving with, like, 2 or 3 HP, getting off this Thunder Punch onto this Azumarill here. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get off another one. Yeah, but we're able to get a shield out of them, so that's perfectly fine. I think Lugia, right? Okay, yeah, let's go. So Lugia, you know, can take those hits as well. Ice Beam is the only thing Azumarill is going to really want to go for because it's super effective. Play rough, it's neutral. Hydro Pump is not doing much. It's about doing as much as Ice Beam. So we're going to be swapping, and we're going to do that thing where we take the hit, and now we're going to kind of rotate them to both kind of take their fair share of hits here without using the shield quite yet to see if we can pull this off. I mean, it really works. Strategy. People, it's funny, you know, ever since people were like in the beginning, it's just tap, tap, tap. There's still people that say that's just tap, tap, tap. It's like, yeah, you're tapping on a screen. It's like telling somebody, you know, driving is just holding a steering wheel and looking through a windshield. Well, yeah, you just stated the obvious. That's exactly what you're doing, but there's also many other components with driving as well as PvP. So it's not just tap. I mean, if you wanted to just tap on the screen, be my guest. So we're going to be taking a loss here. You know, it happens. Taking a loss. Good games to everybody who's been featured in my video here. On to the next one. So we've seen this kind of a Charizard versus Diggersby before. And Earthquake does a lot. So that's the key, is to get that Earthquake through. Once we have gotten that through, we don't have to worry about, well, you have to think about calling a Blast Burn or not. That's not going to be resisted just because you're ground. Still going to do a lot, but I haven't really been up against anybody who hit me with a Blast Burn. All they do is go for Dragon Claw. So they're just trying to get those shields. Who knows? Anyways, maybe they think fire is not very effective to ground. So they're going to be going for another Dragon Claw, which is great. We're going to try to bait them here. This is an Earthquake. Yeah, that's great. So we're getting 2 shields. That's fantastic. Swapping into Hitmonchan at this point, because what we want to start doing is start loading up on energy because they have no more shields left. And there's going to be a lot of things out there that Hitmonchan can take out with a loaded energy and shields down. So they're going to be swapping into Whiscash and then swapping into Shiftry and then backing out. I was confused. Maybe they mistapped. Maybe they accidentally did that. Nonetheless, we're taking the win there. So another 4-1. Let's go. So like I said, guys, if we can get this video to 2,000 plus likes, I will be announcing what I said. Well, I didn't say what I was going to announce, but there's going to be something. And I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it. So let's see if we can do that. Anyways, into the next battle here, we're met with a Galvantula. And yeah, that's a great matchup. They're going to be swapping into Azumarill. And we're going to go ahead and go into our Hitmonchan. That Galvantula does have energy, so we need to think about that. Lugia does not want to see Galvantula. So we're going to be charging up to 2 Thunder Punches here and hitting them back to back, getting 1 shield. And let's see, they're more than likely going to probably let this go through. They shield up 2 times, or they're going to double shield their Azumarill. That works too. I think I do let the Hitmonchan know, or we're going to shield the... Okay, unfortunately, this is not going to KO. And what's going to happen here is they're going to be able to farm us down. Or we're swapping into Lugia and saving the Hitmonchan for something. Okay, that works. And they're going to be going into Shiftry here. No more shields. This is absolutely... Okay, well, here we go. Hitmonchan's going to be able to actually come in here and put in work. So saving it like that actually turned out to be a good idea. Are we going to pull this around, guys? I thought this was going to be a loss. Oh my gosh. This is why holding on to your Pokemon with even a little bit of health can be helpful. Look at that. In comes Galvan... Oh, no. Galvantula's going to just tear... Oh, wait. I thought we had Lugia here. I'm all over the place. My mind's... All right, so we're going to go ahead and go for the... We got this in the bag. Oh, this is a GG's. So we're going to go ahead and go for another one of these. And then farm down the... Oh, we're going to go for Fire Punch. Taking a win. Look at that. Look at that. All because we saved just that little bit of health left on the Hitmonchan. That Shiftry would have been very problematic for the Diggersby. So great. We're met with another Bastiodon. Let's go. They're going to be swapping into Blossom. I commend these people for not just using the Shadow Vic. If you use that team, there's nothing wrong with it. And I'm not going to say anything negative about it. I just like it when people go spicy. You know, challenging themselves is fun. Although going into Go Battle League itself is challenging, so I don't blame anybody for using any team, right? So we're going to go ahead and go for the Hydro Pump here. See, the way we played it this time around is we're not going to allow that thing to farm us so much. So we're going to let the Blossom do some damage, and we're going down quick after getting off that. They're going to be... Oh, I spoke too soon. It's not Shadow. It's not Shadow. Okay, so you get some points there. He gets extra points. He's using Vic, but it's not Shadow. Okay, fine. I'm a fan of Victory Bell. As a matter of fact, I'm going to actually have a level 51 of those very soon in the future. But actually, I think we're going to go with the Bellsprout. We're going to max at 50. I think we'll have the only one in the world at level 50. Anyways, we're going down there, but we're able to, you know, do some damage before we do. We're going to go ahead and go in here with our Hitmonchan. In comes the Bastiodon, and we're able to counter that thing back into the prehistoric times. Let's go. All right, into the next battle. We're going to be met with a Cherum, so we need to kind of get out of here. You know, thinking about it now, I didn't, you know, Weather Ball, right? Weather Ball and potentially Solar Beam. Weather Ball, Fire. So we could have stayed in there and just kept Fire Punching, but I wasn't thinking about it. But they don't want to swap. They're staying right here. Maybe there's something back there that does not want to see this, so potentially good. Maybe a bad swap. Now they're going to swap into Skarmory. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and go for that Thunder Punch. Are we going to get a shield? No. No shield, and we're going down, but doing a ton of damage. This is fantastic. We're going to go ahead and go in here with Diggersby and put in some work. Going for that Fire Punch instantly and not farming up any extra energy here. See, what we want to do at this point is take that advantage where if your opponent's farming like this, you know, go for your move instantly. Don't farm too, because it's going to force them to use a shield. They don't want to waste all that energy, but they just did. I don't know what they're trying to do, if they're trying to build up to, like, I don't know. Who knows? Going for an Earthquake onto the Azumarill, but it definitely gave me the edge here. All right, for sure. I'm not going to, like, yeah, easy win. You know, sometimes people make mistakes. Maybe his game is glitching and not letting him hit the charges, right? So in here, up against the Azumarill, we're going to go ahead and shield up this Ice Beam. Yeah, it's getting a little close, and we want to preserve. They're swapping into Cherum to absorb this. I had a feeling they would do this. Very nice, but it's not over for us. Not even by a long shot here. Ice Beam. You know, I actually thought they might be able to get to another Ice Beam before I was able to get to the Sky type, but we're able to get there. Lugia is going to take the win. Let's go. Let's get it. And we have several more battles here for you guys. Into the next one, and here, this is where... Look at the lag. You could even see it visually. So we're getting to the first Fire Punch. Oh, okay. But we should be able to get to 2. Doesn't matter the IVs. And we're not able to get to it. We're not even close because it was not gaining energy. Man, it's unfortunate, but there's no need to go on a rant here, right? We know the state of Go Battle League that happens from time to time. So we're up against the Galarian Stunfisk here, and we're going to go ahead and let that Rock Slide go through. It was way too quick for an Earthquake. And what we're going to do, we're going to counter this thing out of here. We're going to just flatten it even more than it is flat. All right, so goodbye. We have a bunch of energy. In comes the Vic. Let's go. If they want to shield and waste it, that's fine. There we go. And we're going to be able to get this through. There's no more shields. Now, I wouldn't say that they were wasted. Maybe that was their plan, to just make me use all my energy there. But nonetheless, they definitely didn't want Hitmonchan to see a Bastiodon. So this is looking great for us here. Swapping. Now, we didn't hit that charge move instantly, which we could have, but whatever. We were a little slow to it, and we're like, I wanted to hit Hydro Pump, but they backed out. They're like, ha. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Do what you got to do. Just a little heads up, too. If you do have challenges for specific levels, or even that specific level challenge that you have to do once you get to like 30 or 46, and then 32 and 33 and 34 and 35, you're going to get special challenges, and some of them are battle opponents, even for the main level tasks. And so if somebody quits out on you, you're not going to get that battle counted. Or if you back out, that battle won't count. All right, so there is one point where it's like all Go Battle League battles for a specific level, and you're just going to have to do 20 battles in Go Battle League and not to win or lose. And if somebody backs out or quits, both ends, it doesn't count. Just a little heads up there. Anyways, up against the Skarmory here, we're going to go ahead and let that go through. Still holding on to 2 shields. We can go in here with Hitmonchan and farm, but looks like, oh, okay, we're going in with Diggersby. They're swapping into their Galarian Stunfisk, and we're going to, I mean, Surfetched. Oh my gosh. And we're going to just go with the Hitmonchan. We're looking great here. We're not doing like super effective, but the counter is just hurting it so much. So I think we're going to go ahead and double up here, and at this point, farm it down. Come in, come in. We are able to farm it down. Beautiful. In comes the Skarmory. We go down instantly, and oh, they back out. They knew they lost. They just wanted to take out my Pokemon, like, and take that poke, and take that. Like, you know, that, like, flex people do, like, when, never mind. I'm not trying to insult this guy. I'm just trying to be silly. Anyways, into the next battle, we're met with another Shadow Vic. Is that Shadow? Yeah. So we should be able to get to 2. Again, not able to. Lag. At this point, I should have restarted my phone after that first battle. So just like, I guess I'm just a glutton for punishment, or I just, yeah, just this game's a little bit buggy, right? So we're going up against that Vic, letting that Acid Spray go through. Those Razor Leaves are starting to dig in after my defense has been dropped. But we have a bunch of energy as well as 2 shields here. They're going in with the Galarian Stunfisk, and I'm just like, please let this go through. And we're getting it through. That's big right there. We're going to swap into our Hitmonchan. At this point, we're looking great. I think we're going to go ahead and shield this up. We want to preserve the health just a little bit. I know it's not very effective, but they did have a Obstagoon, so it was a good thing I did shield it up. Now we're just in a beautiful position here. Yep, I know that's not very effective, but we just want to hold on to the health. Hitmonchan is glassy, and we're not taking any chances with this lag. And next thing you know, I'm letting things go through, flexing, then it starts lagging, and then they beat me, right? So into the next one, we're met with another Surfetch, so we're going to go ahead and swap right into our Hitmonchan here. And we're going to go ahead and shield this Leaf Blade. That would have hurt quite a bit. And we're going to go ahead and build up a little bit of extra energy and going for an Ice Punch here, expecting a shield out of them. Now, as much as I want to shield this up, we're just going to not. No, we're going to go ahead and let that go through. We have 1 shield. They have 1 shield. Who am I going to go in here with? We're just going to go with Diggersby, seeing that that's what they would have potentially countered us with. So here we go with the Azumarill. We have to play that strategy where both the Lugia and the Diggersby are going to be very tanky, and they're both going to have to take a hit at one point. So Lugia, you're up first, buddy. You're going to have to take the first Ice Beam or a Hydro Pump. So it is doing a little bit more than Ice Beam, but still not that much. They did expend a bunch of energy. So in comes the Galarian Stunfisk here, and we're going to try to get a shield. This was a stupid idea. Stupid, and now we're going to lose. I should have went for a Hydro Pump right there. That would have been our game in the bag, potentially. But I was dumb, and I didn't. But can we get this one through? This is another Sky Tag. Oh, no problem. Bingo, guys. I think we're back in the game. Guys. This is an Earthquake. You better shield this up, or I'm going to KO that Azumarill over there. Ah, shoot. Nah, we lost. See, this trainer's smart. Hey, you got it. This guy's good. So he is shielding that up. Can we get to an Earthquake? Oh my gosh, the plot twist. This just took a massive turn, and we took a win there. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Bye.